Welcome back to the channel, y'all. If you've never been here before, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Click the bell next to the subscribe button so you are notified every time a new video goes up or a story is updated on this channel. Now, let's talk about ASAP Rocky and Rihanna. Rihanna. Man, a lot of people were caught off guard yesterday and they got the surprise of their lives when they found out that Rihanna and ASAP Rocky are not married. Yeah, it was a long talk for the longest that even Rihanna, highly accomplished, very famous worldwide, musical icon, billionaire, self-made, etc., even she became a baby mama and not a wife. So, shortly after that, rumors went around for quite some time, which seems now to not have been a rumor but to have been factual. Guess what? A judge wanted to know in court yesterday, simply put, what should I address her as? A lot of people are like, this judge is messy, this judge wanted the tea, this judge was asking on behalf of all of us, and it was exposed. So the judge asked the attorney representing ASAP Rocky in his case, in which we're going to talk about in a minute, because it looks like it's about to get really bumpy. Y'all keep your fingers crossed and send a prayer up for ASAP Rocky, because this could turn out really bad. But back to the marriage part of the video. The judge wanted to know, should I address her as his wife? Same last name, Mistress so-and-so, or should I address her as, his girlfriend? Legal minds are saying that this judge does not care about your internet gossip. This judge is not concerned if they're married or not just for salacious reasons. This judge actually wants to know, so therefore he A, knows how to address her properly, and B, God forbid he calls her baby mama and she is Rihanna the millionaire and this is her actual husband. That would make news, front page news, because everybody would run with it and say, here comes this white judge who just automatically assumes that because Rihanna is black and ASAP Rocky is black, that they're not married and she's just a baby mama. And he referred to her as his baby mama or his child's mother continuously throughout the trial without ever referring to her as his wife. So the judge was just clearing the air. The judge don't give a damn about what's on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, all these other places. But not for the crowd that's listening, not for the gossip crowd. Because the gossip crowd been wanted to know. Because it was put out there, rumors circulating in the air, which many people believe to be true, that ASAP Rocky and Rihanna actually flew to Barbados, where she is from, and where his family bloodline is from as well. I believe it's by his father's side. And they got married. Maybe it's by his father's and mother's side. I don't know. That's not what we're talking about right now. I'm sure somebody will give us the info in the comment section, or I can go look it up, but that's not what we're talking about, so I'm not investing energy in looking that up. I know that ASAP Rocky has roots in the same island that Rihanna comes from as well. Well, it was put out there that that is not true. They did not run off to Barbados and get married, and they're not an actual married couple. Rihanna is baby mama and ASAP Rocky is baby daddy, but they move like they are married and got a lot of people looking at them saying couples goals. That's how I want my relationship to be. So for the information, they are not married. Rihanna is not married to ASAP Rocky. That attorney had to answer truthfully in court yesterday when asked by the judge if they are a married couple. The attorney said that is his common law wife. Now, in the United States of America, common law wife is recognized, but it is not recognized everywhere by every state. Few states recognize common law. And common law simply means if you have been shacking up for long enough for a certain amount of years, that's your wife. And you're her husband. And that is recognized by law without walking down the aisle, saying I do, signing the paperwork, and, all the other stuff that goes with a wedding and getting married. Again, you can easily look this up on Google and see what states recognize common law, what states do not. In the Caribbean, common law is pretty common, and it is recognized in Jamaica specifically and quite a few others as if you were actually married on paper in real life. So A$AP Rocky's lawyer, now let's talk about A$AP Rocky's case, because this brother is facing a whole lot of time in prison. And he's walking around with the biggest smile in the world, but I guess money talks and bullshit walks, or money walks and bullshit talks, or something like that, right? So A$AP Rocky's lawyers says that he's not interested in cutting any kind of a plea deal. This is less than a week before he goes to trial for allegedly shooting at one of his former bandmates and friends. Shooting him, actually. Not shooting at him. He did shoot at him allegedly, but he also allegedly did shoot him. The bullet hit. It just didn't hit full impact. Grazed him, whatever. I'm looking at a Tory Lanez, Megan Thee Stallion case right here all over again. Not in the fact that there was a woman shot, but in the fact that a young black man handled a gun. Young, rich, famous, and is staring down the barrel of the court's gun now, thinking he can actually get away with this. The same situation that happened in Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez case, where Megan Thee Stallion eventually went to court, took the stand, and told exactly what happened. And there are video footages of not necessarily him doing the act, but the aftermath that followed. It is the same thing in this case with A$AP Rocky. A lot of people are gearing up right now for Rihanna to raise these children by herself for quite some time while A$AP goes away and does his time. There are a lot of people who are saying he is not going to beat this. But A$AP thinks he's going to beat it. They put a deal on the table. I don't know what kind of deal it was. But if that deal involves anything like restrictive traveling, house arrest, probation, community service, if I was him, I probably would have took all that. Now, if it's one of those deals where they're like, you plead guilty, you do 5 years, then you come home, then of course, he might be like, I'm innocent and I'm not doing that. A$AP Rocky looks pretty young, but A$AP Rocky is pushing up on 40 years old at the minute. I don't know if y'all know that too. Him and Rihanna still look like they are in their 20s. They look like this young, wealthy couple that are in their 20s that are out here doing it in real life. A$AP Rocky is 36, okay? And he was not present at the trial readiness hearing in downtown Los Angeles criminal court on Wednesday. Another reason why the judge wanted to know if that is his wife, simply because in a court of law, you're married on paper, your wife or your spouse is exempt from testifying against you unless they choose to do so. But they cannot be subpoenaed or forced to testify against you. Now that they know that Rihanna is only his baby mama / girlfriend, she's fair game. If they want to subpoena her to testify, she is fair game. So that's the other angle to that. Now back to the case. Well, so far A$AP Rocky has pled not guilty. But get this, A$AP Rocky is facing 24 years in prison, man, if convicted of both what he is accused of. He pled not guilty to 2 felony charges of assault with a semi-automatic firearm. And he is looking at 24 years in prison. Tory Lanez was looking at 37 to 40 years in prison for shooting Megan Thee Stallion. Tory ended up getting 10. So ASAP looking at 24. Don't be surprised if he ends up getting 3 to 5, 5 to 7, something like that. But I said it before in the Tory Lanez situation. I'll say it now in this situation with ASAP Rocky. I have never seen a young black man fire a gun, hit somebody. The person comes to court and says, this is the person that fired the gun and hit me, and here's the whole story. And then that person gets to walk away from court with no jail time. I've never seen it happen. So if it happens in ASAP Rocky's case, this will be the first time I have ever seen anything like this happen. I knew Tory Lanez was going to prison, and he did. The only thing I was shocked about was how little time Tory got. Now, prosecutor and defense attorney Joe Tacopina and Sarah Kaplan, they met in the chambers of LA Superior Court Judge Mark Arnold to talk about a possible settlement deal before Wednesday's hearing. Of course, a lot of people are saying that's the homie. That's ASAP Rocky's friend, ex-friend now. But the friend doesn't see it like that. The friend, to give y'all the backstory, the friend is a part or was a part of the collective. These charges stem from an accusation in Hollywood that took place November of 2021 between ASAP Rocky and ASAP Relly. Another member of their group actually broke it on social media news that ASAP Rocky tried to kill ASAP Relly. And if y'all confused about who it was, it's ASAP Relly that got shot by Rocky. Well, now they're in court. ASAP Rocky was supposed to be the one that made it, and then he was supposed to come by and, you know what I'm saying, scoop up the homies and invest in their career and help them to make it too. And according to ASAP Relly and others, ASAP Rocky kind of took the high road and, you know, showed them his ass, basically turned around, like gave them his back and never came back to get the homies. And then there was a altercation where ASAP Rocky kind of like was flaunting his riches and his success in his homie's face. You're like, you broke ass bum nigga, you staying in a roach infested hotel. I'm up here at a 5-star at the top floor. I got real money to broke ass, right? What you want to do? Meet up. And Relly said, when ASAP said, what you want to do? Meet up. He said, I know ASAP can't whoop me. So, and I never thought he would ever try to pull a gun and try to shoot me. But that's the reason why I went to go meet him. And when I went to go meet him, he did exactly that. He tried to kill me. There's also word out there that there are footages from cameras that were in the area where the shooting occurred. If that's the case, and they actually have video footage of ASAP Rocky firing that gun, then it's curtains for him. It's lights out for him. Rihanna really gonna have to start raising them babies by herself until the love of her life comes back home. And we all know how that goes, right? You go off to prison, you do your bid. Your woman gotta be like Superwoman plus something else to keep it under that skirt and to wait on you. Maybe this is the opportunity that Chris Brown's been waiting on so he could step back in there and be stepfather to them children and all that. I'm just saying. But anyways, the judge asked if Rihanna should be referred to as Rocky's common law wife. Tacopina replied, just wife, Your Honor. But when the Judge Arnold asked him, are they legally married somewhere then? Because you just said just wife. The judge said in these words, am I supposed to refer to her as common law wife or wife? And which is odd because you're either girlfriend or your wife, right? But some states do recognize common law. And the lawyer said just wife, Your Honor. And then the judge said, okay, so I'm guessing they're married somewhere then, right? Legal document says they're married. And their attorney says, I don't know. Deputy District Attorney John Lewin at the point said that If that two are not legally married, then during the trial, the prosecution would prefer to call them partners or significant others. But if they're not legally married, we will not be calling her his wife. The charges against A$AP Rocky are pretty serious, and you know how the rest goes. A$AP really is up there on the stage telling everything on the stand, and he's trying to make sure that A$AP Rocky goes to prison. He suffered an injury to his hand. It is said that A$AP Rocky fired the gun twice towards him. A$AP Rocky also testified on stand that A$AP Rocky held the gun to his stomach and said, "I'll kill you right now." And he took off running, and A$AP Rocky actually fired the rounds off. Let's see what happens next. Leave your comments in the comment section below. I'll catch you on the next video. Hit that subscribe button. I'm out. Peace.